While on their 8-day official tour, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have received mixed reactions from their Caribbean hosts.
This is our property!
The couple were greeted by familiar scenes of smiles and raised camera phones. But elsewhere, people have rejected the Cambridges' visit and called for them to right the wrongs of slavery. The purpose of the trip is to strengthen the UK's ties with Commonwealth countries, as the Queen marks 70 years on the throne. But decades after Belize and Jamaica gained independence from Britain, the trip has sparked renewed debates about whether the Queen should remain head of state, or if they should follow in the footsteps of Barbados and become republics.
It's magical.
William and Kate's first engagement in Belize was rearranged after people in Indian Creek took issue with their visit. The demonstrators said they had no knowledge of the royal arrival, and they opposed the use of their local football pitch as a landing pad for the Duke and Duchess's helicopter. Some held up placards opposing the Duke's links to a conservation charity, with which they are in a land dispute.
The big man will land here Sunday. He is the one we fund, we give the money to your check.
Although the Queen is highly regarded across the Caribbean, the feeling that Britain has treated its former colonies with contempt has been brewing. And it's a feeling that has been exacerbated by the Windrush scandal. Caribbean immigrants came to Britain after World War I to help rebuild a war-shattered country. But in recent years, people who have been living and working legally in the UK for decades have been denied housing, jobs, or medical treatment, and in some cases, they've been deported. When they touched down in Jamaica on Tuesday, the Duke and Duchess received a similar welcome to that in Belize. Big crowds cheered as William took part in a football match in Trenchtown. But meanwhile, protesters gathered outside the British High Commission in Kingston. Campaigners here say the Queen and her predecessors have not done enough to right the wrongs of slavery. When Britain seized this Caribbean island, it forced hundreds of thousands of Africans into their slave trade, making them work on sugar and cacao plantations. Slavery wasn't abolished here until almost 200 years later. Today, they're calling for Britain to apologise and give reparations to compensate Jamaica for the exploitation and financial gains made during the slave trade. William will condemn the abhorrence of slavery when he speaks here on Wednesday, just as his father did during a recent speech in Barbados when the country became a republic.
From the darkest days of our past, and the appalling atrocity of slavery, which forever stains our history, the people of this island forged their path with extraordinary fortitude.
But protesters are also calling for the prince to address the gains that he and his family personally made from the trade.
Prince William, I hope you feel ashamed in some sense. I hope you feel remorse. I hope you feel, how could my ancestors do this to these people's ancestors?
It's believed that William won't address these specific claims in his speech. The people in these countries will decide whether they want to follow Barbados in becoming a republic. While some in Belize can see the benefit of having ties to the royal family,
we still need help from the outer world, and I think having the Queen still is a good thing for us in that capacity.
If one day we could become more stable as a country, then it would be okay to become a republic.
Others in Jamaica feel more strongly that she has no place in their country in 2022.
Queen hasn't given, she hasn't said anything. She's just there as the head, taking and taking.
Those days are done. The monarchy is a relic. We should leave it behind. It's time for us to move forward and talk about the democratic.